we want to take some initiative and make some changes. And now that we know our stresses, now that we know the source of conflict, we want to use some tools to make sure that we mitigate some of those stresses. And one of the tools that we can actually use, sometimes I know that we hear about this a lot, but maybe we just neglect it, is prioritizing your health. Is prioritizing your health. So are you sleeping well? Are you overworking? Are you paying attention to your health? For instance, sometimes we feel say, and I say this respectfully, if you say, yes, you can't solve a problem here, you're bored over time, they have a house, but yet they are not sleeping in because okobo 24 hours, okoha no okobo 24/7, no zambaha. Today there no one say and the parent is not available to the children. Especially if you are not available to them now, what happens? They say when here will be because you are not involved in my life. No, here will be we're forming a lifestyle. After the country because when I needed you weren't there. And the kids here, they're able to tell you boldly in the face, how dare you now trying to be involved in my life? You don't have to. You don't have that right. But you really want to understand, especially out of that is the formative stage that you really want to pay attention to how they are growing. And I think it's not too late. It's not too late to actually devise new strategies and skills. At the teenage level, it doesn't work anymore. When they are young, who threaten a crab, but only a crowd threaten, it doesn't work. So it means that you have to devise new strategy of how to engage them. Okay. And while you are doing all these things, please pay attention to your health. If you don't have to overwork, don't overwork. Say, sikaka crab na bet me manage, please, let's pay attention and manage that. And from the beginning, your body is growing and you are not paying attention to your age, you are not paying attention to the dynamics of where your body is shifting to. To me 60 hours a week. You still want to work 60 hours a week, regardless of your age, regardless of where you are. It means you are not paying attention. So let's pay attention. I think the second one, we want to set healthy boundaries with our children. Sanya mekai or you talk for fee and you be and you pay hina necessary the man and you pay hina and also the man. Sometimes when we do that, our children are like, Mom, you're so mean. Yeah, thank you, I'm so mean, but I know what I'm doing. You have to be very strategic about your parenting. For example, I just want to give you a personal example. For example, me banya problem with school, even at the age of class 2, class 3, I don't send an email. I tell them, say, this one you have to problem solve. Okay, you have a problem. What do you think, you have to do? There are multiple times my kids left their homework in school. I don't send an email. I tell them, send the email to your teacher, problem solve it yourself. And they do it. And then in the beginning, Mom, you're so mean. You don't want to help me. Yeah, I know. I don't want to help you. Let's figure it out. Okay, what do you have to do? Okay, I have to send an email to my teacher. Tomorrow, I'm going to go super early. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it before school starts. I'm going to turn it in. Good job. Let's do that. And then I help them to do that. So it's very important that you set healthy boundaries. And you're paying man. Those of us with kids, like more teenagers near the other, and you be necessary. My teacher always say, you have to be very cognitive about it. Okay, do you have a part to play in it? Let's be realistic. Okay, what is your part in contributing to that problem? So you have to set healthy boundaries, and you have to make sure, when you set the boundaries, that you stick with it. So you want to set healthy boundaries, and you want to stick to it. Okay, the third two, we want to take a break. Sometimes, you run it, especially mom, you run it, before you realize, and then you break. And this ties into our tool number one, paying attention to your health. Because sometimes, because of the natural hormonal changes in our body. Hormones, to me increase it, to me dip it. There's nothing we can do about it. But the frequent changes of the hormones in our bodies also affect our health. Into one take a breaker, say you are stressing yourself and the bad hormones are increasing. Especially my minimum when you cry, won't say, what do menopause be not in say at the end embebium. Embebium knows the hormones also is out of whack and your health is changing, and yet you are dealing with the stress of raising a teenager. Until it makes it more difficult. Until you want to take a break. Sometimes do more phone. Hey, the world is not going to burn when you turn your phone off. Life is still going to continue. And at the end of the day, you have your peace of mind. So just make sure, say, even at home, try to train. Try to train your children. Question time stamp said, this is mommy time. And yes, Anna, they be Daniel, so bet you your crown or the baby say, sometimes, when the kids are so used to our mothers, the mothers say, on any papa to her, be trying to papa who I can't mommy. Now you also papa to her. So we trying to want mommy this, mommy that, mommy this. Maybe another papa to be to me. In times like this, you want to have, collaborative parenting. Send your baby and you maybe or papa be to me, aye. Then you maybe or so what to me. Send a bit diffuse stress, a bit diffuse confusion. And at the end of the day, together, you can, train up the child. Or you're a single parent, it doesn't matter. You really want to train your child to say, you see, mommy juggles a lot. So from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, that is mommy's time. So that mommy can have time for herself. Mommy can, relax, and then she'll be more equipped to deal with any situation that you want. You want to put those things as part of, parenting. As much as you are doing it, you are also teaching the child how to be healthy. Into they already know the skills from a personal point of view. I think it's time management. Last meeting for say you can pace and spread the stress. Then so what do you now in the last minute? So Yemfani said the baseline of the stressor you were supposed to deal with, a 2. So guess what? 1 multiplying 1 in the 10. Into the stress hormones, is where overproduce in your body. And when the stress hormones is way overproduced in your body now, and then they more into last minute in if you are dealing with time management, it's a lot. You don't have maybe 1, you have 2. Into you find say kojo here way, when here way. So what can say, adechia, we'll solve it. And yeah, Christoph, we sometimes so the Bible says, we should not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. That is perfectly fine because we have the confidence in God, say He's going to take care of us. But when it comes to certain things, planning is very important. One plan here. Now, the Chinaka said, things will take care of itself. Trust me, things may not necessarily take care of itself in the manner in which I said will pen on it. You might end up taking care of it during the day, but you end up multiplying the amount of stress that you are dealing with. Inti yanchura nyoman toho. Child A needs this at this time. Child A needs that. And thanks be to God. See your phone or your calendar or your phone. Inti put things on your phone. Akola we any dental appointment. Akola we any health appointment. Akola we has an exams due. Akola we needs and homework this, homework that. Put everything together. Obi during the day, akola nefi school abano. So, what do you have to do for tomorrow? Once obey Johnny in ego. The morning now, akola na mommy, I didn't do my homework last night. I think you are struggling to get it done. So in situations like this, I tell people practical ways to do it. If you have little children, find a homework bin. And now in your basket, I know what your homework was so. Now they sit on center table so. Homework train the child. I never homework into the you're able to see that there's a homework that needs that. So you're able to guide them. Okay, kotnaha, na your homework. We are and before the day ends, everything has been taken care of within that day. So time management is very, very, very important, because if you don't manage your time, you're actually increasing your stress. And somebody said, say, time management equals stress management. If you don't manage it, you are increasing your stress. And the time management in parenting is very, very, very important. And as we do that effectively, we are equally teaching our children to also manage their time well. Okay.